everybody, and welcome to the GamezAttack podcast, episode 43, as this episode's called Super Alarmo Jamboree. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Looks like you're in line to realize this.
Enjoy it. There we go. There we go. The ultimate start of the GamezAttack podcast. Episode 43. This is the 43rd episode. Folks, welcome one all. Thank you very much. If you have not noticed, I am Mr. Mike. This is a podcast. Either you're watching this on video or you're listening to this on, I don't know, whatever device you might listen to, MP3s or podcasts or whatnot. But thank you. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for joining me. This is a video game podcast. All about the video games, nothing but the video games. So help me God. And this episode's going to be a bit shorter. I always say that, but this time it's going to be true because I got limited time because I got a lot of games to play, or I want to get into today for other shows that I am going to be doing for upcoming stuff. One of the things, one of the new Halloween-y show special coming on Halloween is going to be a spooky game fest, basically. It's going to be called Spook Game Fest. Yeah, that's the title. It's Spook Game Fest, and I'm going to be playing about 5 games, if they all work, and it's all going to be a video. It's just going to be a video I drop on Halloween Day. Hopefully, I'm going to try to do maybe the automated approach. I know it doesn't always work, but either I'll try to do the automated approach or I'll try something else, or else I'll drop it after I get home from work that day because I do work that day. But I do plan to drop a nice big chunky video for everybody to watch, all about ghostly Halloween-y video games, and they're gonna be. I'm gonna be playing a bunch of games, and I already started playing at least a couple games so far out of the list, and then I'm gonna put it. Like I said, I'm gonna put them all together in a nice little video package. And the list that I got: Dead Space, Diablo 4, Vampire Survivors, the latest Dead Rising game, Dead Rising Remastered, which I just purchased yesterday as I am recording this podcast, and World War Z, which I haven't played in a long time, but they updated it a lot, and I wanted to get back into that, even if I am going to be probably playing alone, but I might try to play with some other people. I'll try to go online with that, because that is a multiplayer online experience too, and maybe I'll give that a try. I don't know. I don't usually play with others, but hey, I can try. Anywho, it's going to be a nice little Halloween-y gaming special I wanted to cook up for the spooktacular event that is Halloween, even though I don't go trick-or-treating anymore, but I might buy a bag of candy for myself. I don't give out candy either. I just don't do it. I know I'm lazy, but I just want to chillax at home, watch a spooky movie or something, play a spooky game, and enjoy the day, the spooky Hallowific day. And then Friday, the day after Halloween, I'm going to do a special stream, which I think I'm going to just play. I'm guessing I'm going to play Dead Rising Remastered some more on that day too. Maybe I'll play something else. I don't know. We'll see. But it's mostly going to be more Dead Rising that day on Friday's stream. So look out for a Dead Rising Remastered stream on Friday as well during that Halloween special. And the Halloween's coming up soon, folks. You got to, as I'm recording this, that's not this week, but next week. Next week is already going to be the 31st on Thursday, and then the 1st of November already is going to be on Friday. Holy cow. And I say this all the time that the days, the weeks, the months, the years go by so quickly. For somebody like me, as older gentlemen like myself, time goes by quickly. Forget that whole music thing with Madonna and stuff. Time goes by quickly. It doesn't go by slowly. It goes by quickly. And got some people eavesdropping behind doors and stuff too. So, that's spooky in itself. Anyways, yeah. So that's going to be happening the following week. Well, the next week after you're listening to this week, which would be Monday. And then next week would be the next Monday. So it's going to be fun. A lot of Halloween spooktacular games. And then I created a nice little logo for it for the Spook Game Fest. And I figured, well, maybe I'll do this once a year. I'll play some spooky games, or I'll try to mix it up a bit. Maybe I'll play some of the same games every year. Maybe I'll mix it up with some other spooky games if I find some. But that's something I'll probably try to do every year. I'm also thinking about for Thanksgiving, because I am actually going to be taking the day, and this is far into the advance, so I don't even know yet, but I am taking the day after Thanksgiving off. So either Thanksgiving night or the day after Thanksgiving, which would be Friday, which pretty much I'll probably be doing it Friday, but you never know. Maybe on Thursday I might do that too, depending. Well, maybe not, because I'll be so full of turkey I'll be passed out, but I'm thinking either that or the Friday I will be doing some special game streaming for turkey time. And then Christmas, I don't know. Thinking about taking off this year for Christmas, but I'll have something special, podcast or something, whatever. Anywho, let's jump into more stuff. So that is the upcoming thing for the Halloween thing, the Spook Game Fest-tacular event. It's going to be great. I'm telling you, like I said, I played a couple spooky games already, and I had a blast recording. I was like, oh my God, because I haven't played a lot of these games in a while. Some of them I have, some of them I haven't. I'm like, oh, this game is really fun. And I forgot about that. So maybe I'll get people watching the video, and I'm going to try to make some chapter markers in it. I'm not very good at that, but it might happen. If not, sorry. But yeah, if you watch it and you might see some interesting games you might like. It's pretty cool that there's these types of games that, even if they're not always the spookiest, they are very haunted type of games. And I'm going to leave it at that, or else I'm going to stuff my foot up my mouth and not knowing. So let's talk about games, shall we? And we'll, like I always like to start or kick off the games that I, Mr. Mike, have played in the past week, because these are the games that I have played in the past week, which is a good amount. So let's kick it off.
The games that have been played in the past week.
That's a good game.
Enjoy your gaming.
Yep. I added something different instead of the Cartman Go Fuck Yourself title, because I think people get sick of that. So the games that I've played in the past weeks, I played a bunch of Minecraft, of course, you know that. I actually turned off my Minecraft server, folks. Go figure, eh? That would be, I never thought of this, but Minecraft could be a good spooky game to play during Halloween. But I didn't choose that. That could be for next Halloween. Spectacular, the Spook Game Fest. Tacular type of event. Because I just thought of it now, because Minecraft could get pretty spooky. Especially at night. Especially if you go through, tramping through Minecraft. But currently, I have it turned off, the server, to save power in the house, because power is expensive. Electricity is expensive nowadays, so I already use enough juice just with my big computer here. So I turned off my Minecraft server, but I did get in a lot of Minecraft over the last week, and so playing a ROG Ally, PC, you name it. Been having fun, just cutting down a mountain, doing some stuff. I'm gonna get back into it eventually, but I wanna get through a bunch of fun games first before I get back into Minecraft and again. But I'm trying to keep myself down a little bit with Minecraft, and I know Minecraft Mining Mayhem, I only did that one teaser little episode. Sure, I'm going to have something bigger, but I want to do something special when I actually do a real Minecraft Mining Mayhem video, because those got to be far and few between, because you just don't want to watch me play Minecraft and just keep breaking a mountain, right? Because that's what I mostly do. I try to break a mountain. Eventually, I'm going to try to find new veins to go down so I can go into the Minecraft world and find more ore and stuff like that. But technically, I've just been, hacking down the mountains and stuff, opening up the area, slowly building my giant skyscraper of holdings and stuff. But yeah, I don't think people want to watch me just keep breaking blocks the whole time. They want to see me build stuff and do stuff and adventures and stuff. And usually I don't do that. Usually I'm just more focused on getting stuff done and then doing that. That's what I have fun in. It's weird. It's tasks and more tasks. I like task-based games. I don't get it. It's something about it where you're just focused on certain things to get a game and play a game with. But Minecraft is always fun, so it doesn't matter what you do. It's just, do I really want to show video of me just breaking down a mountain every single Minecraft Mining Mayhem episode? Because I'm not always wanting to build new stuff, because building stuff takes time, and I'm in survival mode, so you got to collect the ores and the materials, and then you got to put it together and build it. It takes a time. It takes a lot of time. And, the stuff I like to build is major skyscrapers and stuff like that, and hubs and railways and stuff like that. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see going forward what I decide to do with a Minecraft Mining Mayhem. I just did that test episode to show people that, hey, it's still around. I want to do another one. I was testing out the server that day when I brought it back online and updated it. So Minecraft works. It's fun. I love doing it. It's just gotta have that that thing that gets people going. Unless if people like watching it, let me know. Email me at OldFreakyGamer at gmail.com if you find me just breaking blocks fun in Minecraft Mining Mayhem, because I'll do that. I'll definitely do that if you want. Or, also message me on Twitter. You can message me at oldfreakygamer at gmail.com, or Twitter or X if you're into the X thing, at oldfreakygamer is my gamer handle. Let me know. Vampire Survivors for the PC, been playing that for a couple weeks now. That's one of the games also that I've been wanting to do for this Spooka Game Fest. Very fun. Going back to Vampire Survivors, it's been a little, even though after a little while, getting back into it, it's just so much fun. And I unlock so many new things and do so many new things. And I'm pretty good at it. You get pretty good at just eventually demolishing tons of enemies and figuring out how to get through the hordes of undead and creatures and stuff like that in a Vampire Survivors. There's another game that I play, which I haven't played for a long time. It's on the Xbox. I wish they would bring it to the PC, make a PC version. It's the Reigns of Ruin or something. What is it called? Reigns of Ruin? I forgot. It's Vampire Survivors-esque, but even more so. There's more stuff to it, more coolness to it, and I played it a lot on the Xbox. I wish it was on PC for Xbox PC stuff, but I don't know why they didn't put it on PC. I'd have to check again. What is it, Reign or Ruin? I forgot. I'd have to look it up. But it's Vampire Survivors-esque. It's very fun too. But Vampire Survivors is on PC, and I like playing it on PC with a controller. Keyboard and mouse, because it's only one thing. You're only moving around with your character, so playing with a controller is so much easier than the WASD keys or the arrow keys on your keyboard and stuff, or using your mouse. This doesn't feel the same to me. Sifu, but playing that, I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's the one kung fu game where you can start off as a boy or a girl, and you're fighting to get vengeance for your family. I think your father, or is it your father? Or is it just your caretaker, which is a master, like a kung fu master or something. I forgot what if your character was related to him or not. I think maybe you were related to your master, and you grow up for vengeance, and you're fighting all these bad people and stuff to try to get all the way up and take out each major bad guy that helped in taking down your master and stuff. And if you get killed, you lose a health point, and then you age up, and then you keep aging up until you get to, I think, age 100 or something. Is it 100 or something? You get up to I think 99 or 100, and then you're done and it's game over. But there's stuff in the game where you can de-age yourself. I found out recently I de-aged myself 5 or 6 years or something, which is pretty cool because I'm going to keep trying to do that and make myself younger and younger. And when you age up in the game, you see yourself looking a little older and older. It's pretty cool. And the whole concept is trying to, find who took out your master and try to seek vengeance on them. And the whole concept of aging up is how long it takes for you to claim your revenge. That's basically, I think, the whole concept of that game. If I remember correctly, after somebody else was talking about it, it's basically, the years of how long it takes you to get your revenge on your master getting taken down. But it's a really fun game. The problems I have with the game, I do have a gripe with the game, is the controls. Sometimes when you hit the punch and kick and stuff, or the block, even if I feel like I'm doing it at the exact time, sometimes it seems like it doesn't take. I don't know if that's a part of the gameplay. They make it so you're not perfect at it, and even if you're trying to hit and whatnot, sometimes it just doesn't take and hit, and the enemies can get up on you more and take you down. It kind of bugs me a little bit because it's I just want to mash X and Y or something and do a combo or something, or I want to run back. Even running sometimes is you're running really slow. You're supposed to be this ninja character, and you can't even run fast enough or dodge or block sometimes. Some of that, it seems a little to me, but you can level your character up, and I get around that stuff. I figure stuff out to defeat many enemies, because sometimes you get dogpiled by a lot of enemies, a lot of big enemies, all sorts of enemies with weapons and knives and baseball. The baseball bat enemies are the most ruthless, but mostly I try to find a weapon or a knife or something to help me out and taking down a lot of these enemies, and it seems to help. But it's a really interesting concept of the game. It's been out for a while. Now it's on the Xbox Game Pass, so I decided, why not I try out Sifu? And it's easy. It's easy, fun Game Pass points too, earning extra reward points and stuff from it too as well. And Achievos, reward points, all sorts of stuff. It's a really interesting game. Check it out if you got Xbox Game Pass, or you can buy it on Steam and PlayStation. It's on mostly everything, I think, as well. Really fun game, Sifu. Definitely recommend that game. And my streaming game that I've been starting to stream, I started on Friday. I shouldn't say last Friday, even though it is last Friday. But on Friday, I started playing The Expanse, a Telltale game series, which has been out for a while, mind you. And I knew nothing about it. I never watched the show. But now, after playing the game, I'm like, ooh, I might have to watch the show. And then I found out it was an Amazon original show, and it's over now, apparently. And they had many seasons. I might buy the box set soon because I might want to watch it because it seemed very interesting. It seemed very vulgar and sexual, all this stuff going on. You watch the gameplay, I'm like, ooh, this is really dark. This gets really brutal. It's more hardcore than Star Trek, Star Wars, or any of that stuff. It's like, ooh, this is like another take of you guys being junks, like not smuggler. Yeah, I don't know. They probably could I think they do any job, but they're mostly scrappers. They're trying to get good stuff and score good stuff so they can sell it and make a lot of money, a lot of profit and stuff. And you got a little crew there. The captain, the main man, he tried to kill my character, and she had to take him down. I threw him in the brig. I had the choice in the beginning of the game to shove him out the airlock, but I decided I'll keep him around because you never know. I might need this bastard down the road for something. He might come in handy. I don't know. I don't know if that's a bad decision or not yet, but it was either blow him out of the airlock or keep him around. I kept him around. A lot of stuff went down, and I do mean down. It's a great game. And Telltale, it seemed like they were back. And it's very polished this time around. Usually Telltale games have some hitches and glitches, but after the first couple episodes that I played, which couple means two, I didn't see any hitching or glitching. It all ran really smoothly. Everything worked pretty damn well. All the graphics looked really nice and smooth. It was really good to greatly made game. And I'm glad I started playing this. I just bought it not too long ago. I think I bought it last week, and then I started to play it. Or did I buy it last week? It was during a sale. There was a sale, and I bought The Expanse with the bonus episode. And I said, oh, I'll play it on the stream. And then I'm glad I did because I like Telltale games. I like good story games. Telltale was the biggest in making story-based games. And it seems like they still are now that they got restructured, repurchased, whatever, all the stuff that happened to Telltale over the years. And I like this game, and I cannot wait till they bring The Wolf Among Us 2 out, which was supposed to come out this year, but I heard nothing about it. Heard nothing. They touted, they basically hinted at it coming out this year. They were saying, oh, yeah, it's going to come out in 2024, but I'm thinking it's going to slip into 2025 or something, but I'm waiting for that Wolf Among Us to come out. Now their whole thing is, instead of making the games per episode, they're just going to make the whole game, all the episodes and stuff, and then bring them out. I think when needed, or they all come out at once. I forget if they still put them out one at a time per month. But usually I wait till the whole episode, all the episodes are out before I play the game, because I like to have the option where, I want to go to the next episode and the next episode. I don't want to wait a month for the next episode to come out. So if that happens, I do that. But it's a very good game, very good experience. If you like games, Telltale like games, story-based games, The Expanse is definitely for you. And if you already know what The Expanse is, and you've seen the show, boy, I can't wait to see the show after seeing this. And it's very interesting, these characters. These are characters you probably would have never thought, never thought, but I would never have imagined being in a show like this. You got like your Russian-ish type lady speaking her weird language, her weird, not language, but weird, what do you call it? Her weird, Her weird voice, her weird accent, yes. And all the other characters, they just seem pretty cool. I like basically all the characters, even the asshole captain or former captain that's in the brig, or commander, or whatever you want to consider him. Everybody has their own Q's and pews and P's and Q's, and everybody's got their own unique personalities, and I'm just like, okay, this is cool. This is really cool. It's a very fun thing, and if it's just like how the show is, I'm in for some good awesomeness in the show, because, like I said, I am planning on buying the seasons, the complete series of the Expanse, because it seems really cool. So I played that on Series X. I think they had it, I think on PC as well. I didn't look it up. I didn't look it up if it was on Xbox for PC. I know it's on Steam and everything else, but I would have totally played it on there. But I chose Xbox because it's easier to stream Xbox games and for stuff like that than just having everything. I don't want to have every game played on PC, even though people say, well, the graphics are the best. The Xbox Series X does a damn good job at graphics too. You got to give it a little love sometimes, so that's why I did. Like this next game, which I give it a lot of love on Xbox because I can't play it on PC. I could, but God damn it, Microsoft, you got to get that connecting, get those Achievos working on that version. But the Bethesda or the Battle.net version of Diablo 4, when you can get it on Game Pass for PC, it's just no go. It would have been a go if I was able to get and unlock the Xbox achievements on it, but no, they kind of failed at that as well. And I wonder if that's why games are taking a little bit longer to come out, because they're like seeing people complaining about, oh, these games aren't achievements aren't being activated for these games and such. I don't know how many other people besides me loves achievements in their games, but I do. And I would have played Diablo 4 on PC. Definitely. That would have been the first go-to thing for me, because I like playing these types of games on the PC. But because they kind of just, you got to log in, you got to get Battle.net to log into that and all that bullshit, and it doesn't even let you unlock achievements. That was a no-go for me. So I just got it on Xbox, on my Series X, because, of course, they make the games for consoles now. They're very good with that, and it's fun playing Diablo 4 on console, but I so hoped that Diablo 4 would have had achievements for the PC version, because then I would have played it on my ROG Ally. Ooh, that would have been great, but because I'm an asshole and I need the Chivos, I gotta get it. I gotta get it on the console. That's me. It's and I admit it. I'm an achievement whore. I gotta get those Achievos, and that's why I play on the system. That's what I choose systems for. If I can get my achievements on the PC version, I would definitely want those Xbox Achievos for that. But Microsoft dropped the ball on that one, so I play it on the Series X. And Diablo 4, even after the update, it's so much fun. I just want to get back into it full time again, which eventually I will. Because maybe there'll be something on, I don't know. Now I'm getting a double think right here on that next Friday, playing both Diablo 4 and Dead Rising. But I'm thinking I'll just stick to Dead Rising, and then I'll have another Friday stream with Diablo or something on after that. I don't know. Because I want to continue to play more Diablo because it's fun and it's interesting, and my character semi-badass, even though the bad guys can be badass too. But now I got a horse. I unlocked finally the horse. I played this game for so long. I finally did the mission and got my horse. Now I got to figure out how to get the cat unlocked. They said I got a cat. I just don't know how to get it or what to do with it. So that's something to figure out. But Diablo 4 on Xbox Series X, beautiful and very good to play. And then the final game, which I was just playing this morning, I edited it and put it out there already. It's up on the website at OldFreakyGamer.com and on YouTube. If you search Old Freaky Gamer on YouTube, Super Mario Party Jamboree came out on Thursday. I only got to play like a little bit of it, I think on Friday or Saturday or something like that. I think it was on Friday. And then I didn't do the video until this morning on Sunday today, because originally I was going to do it on Saturday, but I got really tired because I have housework, you know. I got work around the house to do, and when you got to do stuff around the house and everything else, you know, got to take care of the home business first, you know. And because, like I said, I always say, I don't make money from these podcasts or videos or anything. It's just my hobby. Priorities mean house first, getting the rest of the winterized stuff. I chopped down old bushes and stuff outside. I was outside, cleaned the grill and packed it away for the winter because I'm not going to do any more grilling. I don't grill during the winter. I know a lot of people say, oh, I grill all year round. I like to grill. I stop. Okay, and then you get the squeakiness because somebody keeps walking over behind there. Hopefully you don't hear that, folks. I know somebody doesn't know how to shh in the background. If you don't hear that, that's great. But yeah, winterized outside. I don't grill during the winter. I know a lot of people go, well, I grill during the winter. I just don't want to get my butt outside in the frozen snow and shovel around the back porch just to get the grill out, heated up and working. I don't like that. I can grill in the rain a little bit, but it depends on how bad the rain is. If it's a light rain, sure. If it's a hard rain, I don't grill. But, you know, I like to grill when it's warm and it's nice out. That's how I like to grill. But when it's snowing out, nah, I'm not getting my ass out in that cold just to grill some hot dogs or hamburgers. I can cook my hot dogs. I can bring out my roller dog machine in the house if I want to cook some hot dogs in the house, or make some stuff on the griddle inside the house if I want to make like burgers or something inside during the winter. My one friend, he was like, I'll grill all year round. Okay, get your old ass outside and freeze yours. This is Buffalo, New York, people. It gets really cold and wintry out. I don't like it. I like to stay where it's warm in the house. But, yeah, a lot of work I was getting done around the house. So didn't get super much into Super Mario Party Jamboree. I think I played the most today when I did the video, the first gameplay video of Super Mario Party Jamboree. And it's a great game. It's a lot of stuff in it. It's not just Mario Party, folks. They added a story. They added bunch of activities outside of the Mario Party. You got Mario Party where you can play just the party games and not do all the board games, but I like the board games. They did a lot. They've filled this sucker up with a lot of shit, a lot of good shit. And it plays very well, and having all new boards and all new scenarios and stuff like that, unlocks, all that, it's really fun to play. I'm really having a great time with it. And I'm hoping that next weekend, if I decide to have my friend over, The Truth, just like we did with that Monopoly game when we played a game of Monopoly together on video, maybe I might get him to play some Super Mario Party Jamboree on video. That'll be interesting because he never played a Mario Party game before. So Super Mario Party Jamboree might be a good Mario Party for him, especially if we do the racetrack one. He likes NASCAR and he likes racetracks. He might like the racing one. He might like that. It might be up his alley. I don't know. It's a very good game. Everything is very crisp and smooth. It plays very well. All the mini games work quite well. Everything is very polished in Super Mario Party, and it's fun. And they add a lot of extra stuff. I mostly chose the character of what's his name? Not Toad. What's that little guy's name? Oh, God darn it, Mr. Mike. You suck so bad. Oh, God. I don't want to watch this video to look it up, but I might have to. Hold on, folks. You're going to get some background noise here, right? What's his name? Here, I can mute it. Mini games there. Together next. What's his name? But that's gonna be here at my house. It's the morning,
me.
folks.
That's
I'm
me.
sorry.
I'm watching my own video because I'm trying to figure
early.
out what his
It's
name is. Because I'm stupid.
No, I like that one. I like the punch it one. Hey, you got a mushroom.
What's your name, boy?
My turn.
Spike. Yes, I'm playing Spike. Wow, I'm stupid. So I had to watch my own video to remember who I was playing as. It's so sad. Anyway, yes, playing as Spike, folks. Fun character. And, you know, because he plays, you can always play as Yoshi so many times in Mario and Wario or Peach or somebody else. I wanted to choose some character I never really played with, and Spike was definitely that character. Sometimes it's a little rough with him in certain Mario Party games because he is like a little toad-like thing, so he doesn't have the body to do as much as the other characters do, but he's pretty cool. I still got to unlock the 2 bonus characters that they have in the game. I got to figure out how to do that. I'll just look online and figure that out, but I think it's not Rosalina, but it's who are the bonus characters? I should look them up too, but it's supposed. What's her name? Paulina, I think, is one of them, and then what was the other character? Pauline. It was Pauline, and I'm trying to rack my brain, but my brain is not working like usual. But otherwise, very polished. So many things to do. Focuses a lot on multiplayer, like online multiplayer. If you want to play with friends online, I don't have any friends online that plays Super Mario Party Jamboree or anything. And I don't have online, even though I got the 3 months trial that it comes with. But I don't think I'm going to be playing it. I'd rather play it with the CPU characters or people in the same room with me, because that's where you have the most fun playing these Mario Party games. And especially when Nintendo's online, Nintendo Switch Online sucks so bad because you can't talk to your friends and people on the service, unless if you go through the stupid phone app or something, which I wonder if that even still works, or if you call them up. It's really lame, you know, because they're so behind the times, and they don't want people saying certain things. They don't want to be moderators. They don't want to pay moderators to monitor how the games go and what people say and do. It's just really sad on how their online experience is so nothing compared to like Xbox and PlayStation. Not that anybody talks on Xbox or PlayStation much anymore, because there's always the bad mouthing and stupid shit like that. And I don't even do that if I ever play online with people on Xbox or something, because it's just like you get a lot of jackasses. Like I used to play online all the time with my one friend, and he would have his other friends on, and they're always playing music in the background going, yo, 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 motherfucker, stuff like that, eating chips and sandwiches in front, and you can hear it all, and it was just so annoying because everybody was doing some stupid stuff, and I'm like, dude, I can't concentrate on playing a game when I'm hearing all your friends going, ah, 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 boom, 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 stuff like that. So I just stopped, even playing games with him online, because I know he likes to have all that background noise. I cannot have that background noise. Now, if there's background noise like on a TV or something in my room or something, and I'm watching a movie or a show or something on the side and I'm playing a game, I can do that. But once you got the annoyance sounds and stuff going on, that's a no-go for me. But right now, like I said, Super Mario Party Jamboree, it is a Jamboree fun. And if you liked other Mario Party games, or you felt like the last Mario Party games, not the Superstars one, but the one before it for the Switch, was kind of lackluster, this might have a lot more for you that you would want. This is a pretty solid game, has a lot to offer in the game, unlike the last official one. I'm not, like I said, I'm not speaking about Superstars because that's just the all parties game. That's just, they brought all the Mario Party games into one thing, but I like to play the board games. So, I like to play an actual game on top of the games themselves, you know what I mean? So I like to play the party on that, but it is a party and it's a jamboree and it is more Super Mario Party if you like it or not. It's another one of those, and I have all the Mario Party games, and I played all the Mario Party games, and this one's pretty tight. I like some older ones, but this one's pretty tight. This is a pretty good, like I said, super polished Super Mario Party. Very fun, and highly recommend it for people that like Nintendo games. I don't use the Joy-Cons. That's another thing. If you're a person that doesn't like playing with the Joy-Cons, like doing all the stupid moves and stuff, you can, because there's a lot of it in there, but there's an option you can turn it all off. That's what I do, and I just like to play with the Pro Controller or if I'm playing with my, hold on, because I got it back here. I don't have the Switch in here because it's charging. If I just use my Switch handheld thing, because the Joy-Cons themselves suck, but because I got one of these like pro-ish type handhelds, just playing Super Mario Party with this was just as super fun. It was super fun. It was Super Mario Party fun, and works well, and yeah, definitely will recommend Super Mario Party Jamboree. As I put that back there, excuse me for that, folks. But definitely recommend it. I will definitely be playing more of it over the weeks. Because I haven't played my Switch much. And I haven't played it so much that my Switch had a nice little layer of dust on it. Same with my Pro Controller. It had a little layer of dust on it. It was supercharged, but I got to dust those more often because you don't want too much dust in your controllers and your Switch and stuff if you're not playing it for a while. And I haven't played it for a while. I was ready to pick it up and play like the Legend of Zelda. What was what was it called? Not Breath of the Wild, the sequel to that, the Tears of the Kingdom. But I just didn't because all these other big games were coming out. I'm like, okay. But I might get back into playing that as well. I should try to play some of that. Play that on a stream or something. But Mario Party, I might actually do another like Mario Party session on here. Like I said, I'll try to do it with my friend if he's up for it, because I got a separate Joy-Con thing. I can play with the Pro Controller. He can play with the Joy-Cons fake controller thing, and we can have some fun. So we'll see. We'll see in the future and see what Mario Party-esque adventures we can have. Okay, so those were the games that I played in the past weeks, folks. Nice little list there. Got a few in here and there. Why don't we talk stuff about, let's see here. I'm just looking at my list here. Yeah, why don't we go and start talking about here. Now I'm going to go out of this. Some news. Let's get into the news. Let's get into talking about Alarmo first. Yeah, Alarmo. We'll get into Alarmo because that's the first news story. But yeah, let's get into that now. Let's talk some Games Talk News.
The games news from the past week.
There we go. So, we're getting into the Games Talk News early in the show. This has only been 45-ish minutes, give or take a little bit of editing here and there because the start of the podcast and stuff I like to edit a little bit into that. So, yeah, like I said, shorter show today. This is Games Talk News. Got a bunch of interesting news stories. Some of the major ones like Nintendo just announced and released, and people are getting these Alarmos, which if you see on my video, video stream, I got the Alarmo right there with Super Mario Party Jamboree logo inside of it. No, they don't have a Super Mario Party Jamboree alarm in Alarmo, but I just put it in there. So if anybody was wondering, they're like, oh, there's Super Mario Party Jamboree music in there? No. It's it's the thing that people were wondering, what was Nintendo doing and talking about when they were talking about how they were going to do that, what was it, using the radios in a different way. They were using near field communication sensor. Yeah, motion sensor technology, which was going to use, 6 gigahertz or something, or 5, 6, something in the gigahertz range that only goes, it's more powerful of a sensor, but it only limits on how far it goes. And basically, they announced, which everybody was thinking they were going to talk about a Switch 2, and then they dropped this, Alarmo. It's interesting. Now, would I ever want to get an Alarmo? Not at $100, because right now it's $100. You can only get it if you're playing Nintendo, if you have a Nintendo Switch Online account, because they want to restrict you at first before it fully goes on sale next year, because it's supposed to go fully on sale next year, even though you can get it right now and have it in your house and stuff like that. But they're going to start selling it more widely next year in 2025. But right now you could get it for $100 if you get it on Nintendo Online and stuff like that. And you got to have a Nintendo Online account, and you could get it through the Nintendo website or the Nintendo Store, which I think if you go to the Nintendo Store, you don't have to get have a Nintendo Switch Online account. But if you do, Nintendo Switch Online members is the only way you can get it as of now. From via my Nintendo Store. Yeah, there you go. It is interesting because it has different settings on it. The top isn't an alarm to turn it off. It's a dial to dial in like the music and the different things it comes with. It comes with a few different music things like from or themes, Nintendo theme titles like from Super Mario Odyssey. Music from that, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 3, Pikmin 4, and Ring Fit Adventure. So basically, I should just read this right here. This whole thing, this whole statement does a better job than I do. So, the Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo is an interactive alarm clock designed to add some Nintendo charm to your home and your daily routine. Alarmo is due out early 2025, priced at $100 or $99.99, as they like to always say. The Nintendo Switch Online member, with Nintendo Switch Online members in the US and Canada able to buy it right now via the My Nintendo Store. Alarmo features. I wonder if I use my temporary subscription, like my trial subscription, I can get in on buying an Alarmo. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not spending $100 on Alarmo. I'll talk more about that. Alarmo features motion sensor technology that responds to your movements, letting you snooze your alarm with motion alone and stop it by getting out of your bed. You can pick from 35 scenes inspired by 5 Nintendo titles. I already said Super Mario Odyssey, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 3, Pikmin 4, and Ring Fit Adventure. Then set a time and let Alarmo do its work. In the morning, you'll experience immersive sounds and music from the scene you picked. Rise to the sounds of the Mushroom Kingdom with Mario and friends. Begin your day's adventure with Link and the Princess Zelda. Or start fresh with the Inklings from Splatoon 3. And those are just some of the experiences you can wake up to. That's not all. You can also check records to see how much you move around in your sleep. Set hourly chime themed to your chosen title. And change between steady or gentle modes for your morning alarm. In steady mode, the alarm will gradually get more intense the longer you stay in bed, whereas gentle mode offers more consistent intensity levels. There's also button mode for a more traditional tactile hit the snooze button alarm clock experience. Oh, okay, so the top is a snooze. Okay, because originally people were saying it wasn't. So I'm glad I read this more in depth. You can use sleepy sounds to wind down with soothing music and sounds at your set bedtime as well. So that's pretty interesting. Here's how it works. Before the alarm, a character from the title you selected waits patiently on screen. When the alarm begins, gentle sounds unique to the scene you've chosen begin to play. Then a visitor arrives. After a few seconds, someone or something from the scene you picked will appear. You can then wave your hand or move your body to make the clock quieter. Depending on the title you've chosen, you might also hear coins or other familiar game sounds when you interact with Alarmo. Eventually, your visit will end and gentle sounds will play again until your visitor returns. This will repeat a number of times if you stay in bed. If you stay in bed too long, your alarm will get more intense and you'll get a visit from someone more persuasive. Nintendo warned, yes, it's Bowser, of course. Why wouldn't it be Bowser? When you get all the way out of bed, the alarm will stop and you'll be treated to a brief victory fanfare music. Like releasing patches for its video games, Nintendo will update Alarmo with scenes from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Animal Crossing New Horizons for free when they become available. It's worth noting that Alarmo is only compatible with twin to king size beds. Oh, there you go, folks. Only twin or two king size beds now. It should be placed facing the center of the bed within arm's reach and no higher than 8 inches above the sleeper, Nintendo stated. Well, I'm completely out of that because I don't have any. I can't put a Alarmo on the side of my bed. I could put it in behind my bed, but I guess that doesn't work. If there is more than one sleeper in the bed, and Nintendo said if there's more than one sleeper in the bed, Nintendo recommends using button mode for the best experience. And if you're worried about Alarmo spying on you in your sleep and telling Nintendo how much you toss and turn, the company insisted that the device does not communicate any information to the Mario Maker. Okay. It's not the expected Switch 2 announcement, but Alarmo is new hardware from Nintendo. And like I said, I would buy it only if it was like $50. That's how much I think this thing is worth. They think it's worth $100 right now. It could be for the technology inside it right now, but for me, I'll wait. It's not like I'll ever use it, but it is something unique from Nintendo, and it is something that they just came out with just because they could, because they had the technology, and they wanted to use it in something, and I'm like, I wonder how many extra scenes they can get that they'll eventually update the clock with down the road, and I wonder if you can get more and more. I wonder how much the clock Alarmo could hold in these so-called music scene experiences, because if it's Nintendo, I'm sure there's not much memory in that thing to hold a ton of Alarmo sounds and stuff, because, you know, that's how Nintendo thinks, and I bet there's no micro SD card slot in there either to pop in other stuff, so I'm pretty sure it's pretty limited to what they can do, and how maybe they'll add a few more here and there. I wonder how well supported this thing will be from them. They usually support their stuff pretty well, so you know, this seems like an Apple approach. This is what Apple would come out with, something like this. And like I always say, Nintendo is the Apple of the video game world. So, of course, they came out with this Alarmo thing. Like I said, it looks pretty cool. It looks like something I would like to have as a collectible item, like behind me or something, or somewhere in my office, just sitting there. But like I said, $100, that's a no-go, no-fly zone for me. $50 maybe, sure. And I'm sure down the road, if they get a lot of these out there and then no, they're not. If they don't sell as much and stuff, eventually it'll go down to $50. But they could also probably discontinue it quick too, and just and it could become one of those super valuable collector's items as well. So who knows? I don't know. It looks like a little easy device to make, but if it's not selling like Nintendo wants it to, and because they want the $100 per Alarmo, I'm pretty sure this thing could go out of sale super soon. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes when it becomes available for a wider market outside the Nintendo online store and stuff, and we'll see how it sells, how well it sells in the real marketplace. It's kind of interesting that they didn't want to have a full run of this, and that they're just doing this like little bits and pieces on their online store and stuff. I think they're just testing out the market to see what suckers will want to try to get it right away, and then down the road they're like, okay, let's bring out more of these. But it seems like they're missing a big opportunity for the holiday Christmas season this year. But it's Nintendo. They figure, hey, people want to buy this. It doesn't matter what day and date it is. But $100. No. I'll wait till it's 50. That's my price point for Alarmo. Just saying. Now some people might think it's worth 100. Maybe for them it is. For me, give me the Switch 2. Let's see the Switch 2 already, Nintendo. Stop waiting till the last fucking second. We all know you got a Switch 2. It's the worst kept secret ever. Come on. Bring it out. Show a nice little trailer. Say it's coming out in March or something of next year, and then we'll call it a day, So, another thing that got announced 14 years later, Red Dead Redemption piece for PC. And Red Dead Redemption, what is the Undead Nightmare? So, Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead and Undead Nightmare expansion has been announced, which pre-orders have gone live, like on Steam, Epic Games stores, and of course the Rockstar store. 14 years old for a classic PC version of this game. And I think they updated it for modern PCs and stuff like that, and they made it better, I guess. I don't know. They updated it. It's a remaster version of it. But it's been a long time because, Rockstar, they don't like to put their games out on PC, especially right away. I think it's just because they're so paranoid that they put these games out on PC that they'll just get, they'll get pirated right away and stuff like that. Rockstar is a very paranoid company. They make so much money. They make such good products, but yet they're still super paranoid for some reason. Like everybody's going to pirate the game day one. I don't know. Pirates will pirate games no matter what. Most people just buy games, especially if they're just on sale and stuff. Well, this game isn't going to be on sale. This game is going to be a port of this PC game is going to be $50, $49.99. That's the price listed across everything: Steam, Epic Games Store, Rockstar's own website. The $50 will get you the complete single-player experience of Red Dead Redemption and the Undead Nightmare expansion. So you get both of those for $50. So, okay, I guess. As well as a bonus content from the Game of the Year edition. It does not, however, include any multiplayer. So this is a single-player only experience, folks. Rockstar finally announced this game that the PC version will arrive on October 29th. That's not too far away. A full 14 years after Red Dead Redemption first launched back on the PS3 and 360 back in 2010. Yes, it's been a while, folks. Holy crap, since 2010. In addition to the aforementioned content, it will also include the following features this time around: native 4K resolution and beyond at up to 144 hertz on supported hardware. Monitor support for both ultra-wide 21.9 and super-wide 32.9 monitors. There you go. Full keyboard and mouse support for you keyboard and mouse nuts. Upscaling technologies supported for NVIDIA DLSS 3.7 and AMD FSR 3.0 upscaling. NVIDIA DLSS frame generation, adjustable draw distances, shadow quality settings, and more. This version, this long requested PC version, was developed by Double 11, which also worked on the Red Dead Redemption's PS4 and Switch ports. Before this week's official announcement, it was a long rumored and all but confirmed after the PlayStation Store bizarrely claimed in August that the game was now on PC, following evidence of the port being unearthed by data miners of the Rockstar's website. The game is really good. Red Dead Redemption, if you never played it, the first one is very, very highly regarded, like a Grand Theft Auto game or something, and it's really fun. Red Dead Redemption 2, it is also fun, but some people fell off of it more because there was more stuff in it. There was more to-do stuff in there, and I guess people didn't like all the extra, we got to do this and that and babysit and this and that. A lot of people didn't care for that stuff that time around, but the writing is very exceptional. I love the Red Dead games. I played both of them, beat both of them, especially Red Dead Redemption. I played that multiple times. And I know it's only out on these store fronts, Steam, Epic Games, Rockstar's own. I don't know why they didn't want to put it on the Xbox PC store. It's just one of those things, like, it's put it on everything. Do you want to make money? I think it's just a lot of these games don't go on the Xbox PC side of the stores because it's just Microsoft and Xbox just do not push to get those games on that storefront too much. And it seems like it'll hurt them in the long run for that, because it's like a lot of these games people will come back and buy again. And for somebody like me, I would love to get this game on the Xbox, not just because of the Chivos, but to get it on the Xbox PC store. But I'd like to get it on that store because then I can play it on my ROG Ally and stuff. Now, I can play it still on my ROG Ally via the Steam, from the purchasing on Steam. No problem there, but it's like, come on, Rockstar, come on, Microsoft. And for $50, and you're getting that, the DLC, and some stuff from the Game of the Year edition, bonus stuff, and it's all updated and up to 4K resolution, monitor support on all the other stuff. $50, okay. You know, I say 35 to 50. Yeah, I would say that's a decent price. You know, a lot of people say, it should be cheaper. It's been so long, but yet this is a remaster. They worked on it. They built stuff from the ground up. They redid textures. They did all this other stuff. So of course it's gonna be a bit more than like $20-30 because they're not making much money from $20-30. $50, however, yeah, Rockstar's making some money. And they want to make some money on this stuff before they get out that Grand Theft Auto 6 game next year, hopefully. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that Grand Theft Auto 6 is decent to great. Hopefully. They haven't stumbled yet on their titles, but there could always be a first one, and it would suck so bad. And I wrote this down on a thing. It would suck so bad. Or I even asked this. How badly would it suck if Rockstar put out Grand Theft Auto 6 and it was a bad game and it was a flop and people hated it? And would it still sell gangbusters, or would it just kill everything? If it failed and it just killed everything, would people... I wonder what people would be like after that. That would be like a big hit to the industry if that happened. But I don't know. I don't know on that one. But maybe eventually I'll get it for Steam maybe if I want to play it, especially eventually when it's on sale, on a Steam sale or something, I'll pick up Red Dead Redemption. You know, I would like to play that again. Even if I don't get Achievos for it, I still would like to play it again. It seems like a game to continue playing down the road. Other news, 3 Tomb Raider games from an awkward time in Lara Croft's history are next to be remastered. From the great people at Aspire, they've brought you the first 3 Tomb Raider games, which I still haven't tried out again because I hated it so much and I didn't get a refund because Microsoft's refund policy sucks ass, even though the games were completely broken still, and I didn't even play that much of the first Tomb Raider collection. And I spent that $30, what was it, almost $40 for that? And I'm like, ugh. But they're back again with the next 3 Tomb Raider games. They're calling it Tomb Raider from 4 through 6, apparently, here, which are basically are considered the lesser entries for many fans. And a lot of them I did not play. Especially the one, Angel of Darkness in particular, which is known for being buggy and unfinished. That's what people are saying. But the 3 Tomb Raider games that they're coming out with in this package are Tomb Raider The Last Revelation from 1999, Tomb Raider Chronicles 2000, and Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness 2003. Now, these Tomb Raider games I never played. I never played them. I played the ones after them, but I never played these. Like, I played Tomb Raider Legend and Underworld. I think it was Tomb Raider Underworld and stuff like that, but, yeah. So, Tomb Raider IV-IV remastered features updated versions of Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, Tomb Raider Chronicles, and Tomb Raider The Angel of Darkness. The first 2 were originally released for the PlayStation 1 and Dreamcast, while the third one came out on the PS2, and I think Xbox as well, but don't quote me on that. All 3 are considered lesser entries by many fans. And I already talked about Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness being an unfinished, broken mess. Let's see here. Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, 1999. Lara Croft uncovers the lost tomb of the Egyptian god Set, unwittingly unleashing him and fulfilling an ancient prophecy, one that plunges mankind into darkness, pursued at every turn by her arch-rival, the unscrupulous archaeologist Werner von Croy. Laura embarks on a journey of discovery across Egypt, where she must overcome the most ingenious puzzles and infernal traps ever devised while facing terrifying evil from beyond the grave. Tomb Raider Chronicles 2000, from year 2000, following the events of The Last Revelation, Lara Croft is buried in an Egyptian tomb and presumed dead. At her memorial, those closest to her reminisce about secrets from her past, travel back and experience Lara's untold adventures, including new gameplay mechanics like stealth and tightrope balancing. Okay. And then Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness, accused of murder. I remember this one. Accused of murder, Lara becomes a fugitive on the run, uncovering a sinister conspiracy involving alchemical experiments and search for ancient artifacts. It's up to Lara to stop the unholy alliance from unleashing its incredible powers on the world, and probably clearing her name as well. But those are the games. Aspire's collection will seek to spruce up all the games up a bit with improved visuals, modern control options, trophies/achievements, and of course a photo mode. They follow in the footsteps of the Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remaster collection released earlier in the year, which were developed in part by a fan who had previously been working on the remakes of the original games, which that's why these games were really broken. Let's see here. I'm just looking here. Oh, in the midst of announcing the remaster, Crystal Dynamics also revealed that Tomb Raider has hit a notable milestone, having officially sold 100 million units over its lifetime. And an official statement celebrating the accomplishment stated, "We're honored to share our huge milestone for Tomb Raider. We have officially reached over 100 million games sold across the franchise," which is a lot of games that took to get 100 million. This is the momentous accomplishment that our few video game franchises ever achieve. Yeah, that's true. Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered was put out on February 14, 2024. This one, Tomb Raider IV-VI, so 4, 5, and 6 Remastered, will fall exactly 1 year later on February 14th, 2025. Okay. On Valentine's Day, again, killing everybody's hopes and dreams, will fall exactly 1 year later for the PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch. It will be available for $30. So this will be $30 for these 3 games. Will I try out these games? Because I never played these games. I played the first 3, sort of. Couldn't play them when they were broken in the remaster. And these games, they're not known as the good games, so I don't know. I like the newest Tomb Raider games that came out, at least the first 2. I liked all the 360 Tomb Raider games like Legend and I think Underworld and what was the other one? Those were really good. I don't know. I'm looking at people's talks here. Some people thought the first 2 were great and that Angel of Darkness was bad. So a lot of people said they never played them. A lot of people said never played 6 because it was so broken before. So I wonder if Aspire is going to fix that. I don't know. I'll wait till see when this comes out on February 14th of 2025, and I'll wait and see what others have say about it, this collection, if they like it or not or whatnot, and then maybe I'll take the plunge in them. I don't know. I Aspire for that stuff. They did okay with Star Wars Battlefront collection, the Star Wars Battlefront collection, which a lot of people don't like. Apparently, I liked them. I got to go back and have my Star Wars Battlefront fun again. A lot of people didn't like Star Wars Battlefront collection, but I did. So I don't know. I think 1 out of 2 is 1 out of 2. I don't know. It's still iffy here. If people say this collection's really good and they've fixed a lot of the stuff and they made it really good, sure. If they say it's a pile of garbage, I'll stay far away from these games. Because don't forget, after these, they're going to try to probably remaster the next Tomb Raider games after that for the 360. So, because I think those are the ones that come up next, is the real good ones, which I played on the 360, and then so on and so on and so forth. Okay, so here's some really big stuff coming for Xbox players and streaming players and people like me that just want to buy my games, my Xbox games from the app itself, which we used to, and then Google and Apple got really weird and said, no, you got to pay us our 30% if you're selling your stuff through your app on our storefronts. And then it was all hoopla because, everybody wants a piece of the pie. But now, after all these rulings and years later of all this other stuff, now Google has to open up their Play Store for competitors for at least 3 years, it says. I don't know what happens after that. But Microsoft will soon let us people buy and play Xbox games directly in the Xbox app on Android following the Google US ruling. So we can buy our Xbox games directly from the app. Which that's going to be cool because I like to do it online. Usually I do it from the Xbox.com or something. Sometimes once in a great while I'll do it do it from the Xbox store on my Xbox. A lot of times I buy it from the PC store, from the Xbox PC store app. I like to do it there. But mostly it's just on Xbox.com. So if I can see something, I can purchase it from my app. That'd be pretty cool too. Probably worse for me because then it makes me want to buy more stuff. But let's see here. So Microsoft stated it has plans to let people buy and play Xbox games directly from the Xbox app on Android in November, not Apple, because Apple isn't a part of this whole Google open up the Play Store thing. Eventually, courts will go after Apple more so on their app store as well and make them open up their app store more, like they had to in the EU, which they did in a weird way, which made it more broken and whatnot, made third parties hate them even more because they're very bullish and very stingy with that stuff. And these stores should be opened up if they weren't so greedy with how much money they would want from these apps and weren't trying to charge for everything. Now, if they just charge for per app download or whatnot or stuff like that, and not for every player purchase or download of content that these apps want to do, that would be okay. But come on, that's not Google or Apple. They want a piece of every little pie. So they tried to weasel in and say, no, you can't have a store in our app store, because if you do, you're gonna have to pay us for every little transaction you make on that app. So, and to me, that seems just super wrong on every level. But I don't know, because how much does it cost to put an app on the App Store and Google App Store, anyways? But because there's only Apple, the iOS App Store, and the Google App Store out there, sure, you got... Do they still have the Amazon App Store still open? I think that's still around somewhat. But otherwise, it's just Google and Apple, and if you don't play by their rules, then you're out of their walled gardens there. But after a recent decision by a U.S. judge that forces Google to open up the Play Store to competitors for 3 years, the verdict in Fortnite maker Epic Games' long-awaited legal battle with the internet giant means Google will have to carry third-party Android app stores in the Play Store and grant third-party app stores full access to Google Play's catalog of apps. For Microsoft, the ruling means it's free to sell Xbox games on Android devices and let gamers stream them as soon as they are purchased from within the same app, which is great for Microsoft because they want to push their Xbox game streaming service. And all of this is without having Google to use Google Play billing, which, of course, Google would take a chunk of money from that. Xbox President Sarah Bond made an announcement in the tweet. The court's ruling to open up the Google mobile store in the U.S. will allow more choice and flexibility. Our mission is to allow more players to play on more devices. So we are thrilled to share that starting in November, players will be able to play and purchase Xbox games directly from their Xbox app on Android. But what does that say 3 years from now? Does that mean the ruling can convert back to them not wanting people to allow these services to not pay them? I don't know. It's weird. It's only for 3 years. So what does that say? After the 3 years, that means these people, like Microsoft and everybody's got to be like, oh, sorry, you can't purchase games or player games or anything on our apps anymore, on our Google phones. Sorry. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Epic Games boss Tim Sweeney also stated that the Epic Games Store is coming to the Google Play Store in 2025 in the United States without Google's scare screens and Google's 30% app tax, thanks to the victory in the Epic versus Google, because Epic failed in the lawsuit against Apple, but against Google they won. So it's like, what's the difference? Apple or Google? Shouldn't Apple have to do the same thing? But that's our court system for you. It's not good. Our whole legal system is kind of, you know what I mean? Google, however, has announced that it will appeal the decision, arguing in a blog post these changes would put consumers' privacy and security at risk. Oh, yeah, sure. not like we can't just sideload all this shit on the side anyways in our app, and our Google phones anyways. So to me, it doesn't really matter. It's just them not getting their little cut of the beef, as you will, their pieces. So wah Google, I'm sorry, but wah to you, not making an extra millions off of these people like Xbox and stuff. Just saying. Also, meanwhile, Microsoft is working on a browser-based Xbox mobile store of its own to take on the Google Play Store and the App Store, because indeed its $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard, which owns Candy Crush maker King, was in part driven by the desire to boost its mobile game offerings ahead of launching the store. And on top of it, they just don't, if the whole Google thing goes down the drain or the Apple thing goes down the drain, they want to make sure that they can still let you play via the Xbox on mobile website. I don't know. I'm never interested on playing my games on my phone. I don't want to play games on a screen this big, on this small or this big. I can't do it. You know, you had the PS Vita and PSP with screens this big before. That was okay. But you got these games, you need a bigger screen. You need like the Switch and the ROG Ally kind of screen to play those games. So I can't see doing that, you know, playing games on there. I can buy games via that, but playing them, that's a different story. I don't know. I might try it out, but, you know, Xbox game streaming to, like, my Xbox is pretty good, and I'm very interested on the whole stream to your devices, like, you know, tablets, whatever, ROG Ally, which they have for where you're going to be able to take your own games, and it expands that for the cloud gaming, which, here we go. So Xbox Cloud Gaming, so this all ties into that as well, to expand to own libraries, to owned libraries per report. Now, this is something they've been working on for a long time, so meaning I'll probably be able to play a lot of my owned game, the games that I own via my ROG Ally and stuff that aren't technically PC games. I don't know. Via the cloud streaming service, which I might be a little more intrigued about. I don't know. I don't know how well that's going to work, but we'll see. So an upcoming update to the Microsoft's Xbox Cloud Gaming program will reportedly massively expand how many games a user can has access to. Per Tom Warren, Microsoft is working to allow gamers to be able to stream their Xbox game libraries in addition to Game Pass games. So I buy a digital game on my Xbox. I don't know if PC is also one of that stuff, but I'll be able to stream them to my whatever that I'm playing on if I'm doing a stream of the game. That sounds pretty interesting. And that's interesting for people that don't own Xboxes and stuff that want this, that, oh, if you bought a Roku box or a Amazon Fire Stick or something like that, which I know they have a deal with Amazon with game streaming to their Fire Sticks, which I hear is not the best because those Fire Sticks are very low profile and they don't have that much memory and horsepower to stream games that well, especially with connections and stuff. So it seems like a lot of people weren't having the best of times with those, but it probably depends on the hardware you get. But it seems interesting on how they're going to do that. Apparently, this feature will seemingly launch in November to Xbox insiders, with further users gaining access in the coming months after that. Let's see here. So currently it stands that game streaming is limited to games on Game Pass subscription. A change will expand the sheer number of titles someone has access to, coupled with the number of ways to access cloud gaming, making things more massively accessible, which also means, oh, like I said, you won't have to buy an Xbox. You can just buy the games and play them via whatever streaming cloud service device you have that can play games. And on top of that, it's not going to probably be all the own games. It's only ones that are allowed to, that people want to participate with. And then some people that don't want to participate and have their games in the streaming feature will not presumably participate. Then you can't stream those games. It's going to be a lot of trial and error with this stuff, and see what people and what games will be available to be allowed to be streamed on this cloud service thing for Xbox, where you can play your games streaming to any device you want, and then having to play your own library games and not just Game Pass games. That's something I might be interested in a little bit. Like I said, if it's a game I can't play on my ROG Alley by downloading it and playing it, and I can stream a game like Diablo, I can stream Diablo 4 to it, to my ROG Ally, and still get the Achievos. If the latency ain't that bad either, because that's another thing. Latency can be a butt kicker to streaming games. That's one of those reasons why I don't care about streaming games too much, because latency is a big hassle. Let's get through these other stories quickly, because I got to wrap up and end this podcast, which, like I said, a lot shorter. It is still over an hour, but it's a lot shorter. But it's just I got to do some other shit. So former PlayStation boss says games are seeing a collapse in creativity as publishers spend more time asking, what's your monetization scheme? So Sean Layden used to be former Sony Interactive Entertainment chairman. He was great. I liked him. He was a great PlayStation boss. He was during the time when I still played a lot of PlayStation games and on their consoles and hardware and stuff. Even he's saying now that, and speaking out and saying, hey, where's the fun? Is the games fun? Are we having a good time? What's happening? And now all these people can only state like Sony and everybody else's and chair and and chair people, not chair people, but stock people, the boards and investors and stuff are asking, well, how are we going to keep getting more money, because they want more money. And it's like, now everybody's being asked, and you're seeing with all these games coming out, oh, what kind of money are we going to be making extra for these games? Like, we're probably going to unfortunately see this from Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto 6, because a game that expensive, or that massive, we should say, because it's supposedly going to be a really massive game, and probably it's been very expensive to create. Take-Two and people have to make their money back on it. What kind of monetization could be coming for that game? It depends, and I fear bad monetization. Like, I don't mind buying. For me, if it's a game coming out and it's a great game and you got great character, great stuff in the game, and then they sell like hats and clothes and cosmetic stuff and stuff, I don't mind that stuff too much, because it's not hitting you in the face. Sometimes they'll offer some free stuff, but sometimes they got paid stuff. I don't mind that. Sometimes I'll drop another few dollars, $5 or $6 here and there. Now it's probably like $12 to $30 for this extra stuff, but I wouldn't mind like another $5 or $6, side collectible or something to put in my game if it's meaningful to me. But now it's like, oh no, we got to pay to play this. Well, got this mission behind a paywall and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, instead of making these games really cool and creative and getting people to buy more of these games, now it's like, how much can we make off this game if we added more of this money schemes, these money grabs inside the game or whatever. Buy this and that on top of that. And you got those stupid tiers as games. Buy this for $69.99, $79.99, $99.99, $100, $200 stupid digital things that people buy and pay for to buy a game. And it's like, for me, I buy the cheapest portion of the game I can, unless if there's really some value to up spending on a game, I'll buy the cheapest game I can buy. And that's just me, but it's very bad times. We had before in the early days, we had, people complaining about just buying cosmetics. Then there was the ad time where people used to go and put tons of ads and stuff in all their games and billboards, interactive ads. One of them was probably like the first Alan Wake game, and then a bunch of other games like Burnout had all those ads in their game, and a lot of other people had ads in their games, and people got disgusted of that, and then it went back to pay to play online. If you bought this game used, like from EA, you had to pay them like $10 to be able to play it online. If it was already used, the code was already used and stuff. There was a lot of gimmick stuff that people were using to get extra money out of their games and to make whole again from selling these games. And now that games are being made and they're taking longer and they're more expensive, it's just more ways they want to make money. It's uneven. It's a bad way to think about game making and stuff like that, to make games and play them, because so disgusting. But he's not wrong. He's calling it out. He's saying that, hey, the world isn't like it used to be, and all these microtransactions and shit in games is not always fun for the games. And there's a lot of games that come out where it's just a solid game. They're charging you like $30 to $50, and you buy and you play and you're done, and they're making their money. They're happy. You had your fun with the money you spent on it, and they're not begging for you to spend more money on the game. Look at stuff like Minecraft, Pal World, other stuff, and that kind of stuff. Those indie games and stuff and those other little games are killing these bigger games, because all these bigger games just wants your pocketbook. They want your checking account and stuff right plugged into their games, so they can just siphon out all the money they can. And then you got people that make games like Raigoku Studios, RGG Studios, I'll just say it like that, and they're making the Yakuza games, and they put them out. You pay once, and then you get all this game. It's great. It's great. I don't know. Everybody wants more of that do-re-mi in the video game industry, and it's just hurting it immensely. Not that anything's getting cheaper out there. So Pokemon developer Game Freak got hacked. Some stolen data on unannounced games, as well as the Nintendo Switch 2 code name leaked online, and a bunch of other stuff. And, and stuff like, they were thinking about making Pokemon games back in the day, and they were doing some drawings, and they were doing some other stuff. And a lot of people were talking about how there was originally Pokemon were going to be fucking in their games and stuff. Or they're going to have Poke sex and some other things and different generations and stuff. A Pokemon game codenamed Synapse, which was reportedly mentioned. This unannounced game is said to be co-developed by another studio. Some of the reports indicating it was some sort of Pokemon MMO, which would have been pretty interesting. Tons of stuff coming out of this hack and stuff. Like I said, stuff like that. Different kinds of Pokemon and Pokesex and everything else. And let's see here. Just reading to see if there's any other new information. But what else is new? And I'm sure Nintendo and the Pokemon Company and Game Freak and all that, mostly Nintendo themselves, are probably really on it with the lawyers on this one and being like, oh, we got to find these hackers, because whoever this hacker was. We're putting them in a hole in the ground for a very long time, a deep, deep, dark hole. And then you got the pokey freaks out there that are all up in arms saying, oh, this changes everything for Pokemon. Oh, I hate Pokemon or whatever because of all this stuff. I guess they can't understand what Pokesex is because there was the Pokemon, what do you call it? The Poke Corral? No, the Poke Farm. What was it? The Poke where you can breed Pokemon, where you got a Ditto and you got a Pokemon and stuff like that. Or if you got a male and a female Pokemon and they can mate and make more Pokemon and stuff, or a Ditto, which Ditto can do basically every Pokemon. It's a monogamous Pokemon that can do anything. Yeah. Apparently Pokemon got really dark too back in the day, and people can't handle that. No. Whatever. Sorry, you boneheads out there that are too into Pokemon. Now, I still can't like Pokemon once in a while. I still watch. I bought the anime. I watched the show a little bit, the Johto League stuff, and I'll still play those other Pokemon games once in a great while. And maybe eventually I'll buy another Pokemon game down the road if it ever gets better. And I play the offshoot Pokemon game, Pal World. Oh, yeah, the good Pokemon game that Nintendo hates and Pokepair and all them hate. But, yeah, that's me. That's me in general. But Pokemon, it's great, but can't take it that seriously. But people do. People do. People get really upset if you do something wrong with their Pokemon. Mm-hmm. We got to all go and get some Poke Raping going. Let's get some Poke Rape going. I didn't say the Poke Rap. I said the Poke Rape. Let's get these Pokemon fertile, shall we? Come on, Nintendo. Let's get these some of these games more adult for teenagers to adults. They'll never do it. It's Nintendo. They're stuck in their ways, and they're going to be always stuck in their ways until they start not making money, which right now is probably never, but who knows? Like I said, they're the Apple of the video game industry, so they're printing money like crazy still compared to other people. So let's see here. Unity 6 has just launched. So Unity 6, the latest version of the pervasive video game engine, launches globally on October 17th, which was a couple days ago. And with the new Unity, and hopes to put what's been a disastrous year behind it. Because, if you don't remember, the old Unity boss kind of flushed that company down the toilet a bit by trying to charge people a lot of extra money and try to have like a stupid subscription service where they said, hey, if you're selling a game and depending on how many downloads of your game and whatnot, we charge you for every download or whatever it was, a certain percentage. And indie developers to major developers weren't having none of that. And they're like, oh, we're not going to use Unity anymore. Because Unity, the Unity company just wanted to make more and more money. Because apparently Unity wasn't doing so hot. They weren't doing that hot in the whole making the money part of the engine. But now with a whole new, CEO and a whole new engine now, maybe that's going to change. Maybe they'll change a bit. Before they had to close down several offices, cut more than 1,100 staff, terminated a deal with Peter Jackson's Weta FX. The company made $2.1 billion in revenue last year, but suffered a net loss of $826.3 million. We already talked about the back in January, 25% of Unity's workforce, or around 1,800 jobs were cut. Some developers walked away from Unity for good. Megacrit, for example, confirmed that the Slay of the Spire 2, the sequel to the iconic roguelike deck builder, it had ditched Unity for free and open source cross-platform engine called Godot. Then in May, Unity announced it had a new president and CEO, former CEO of Zynga, Matthew Bromberg. One of the first decisions was to scrap Unity's controversial runtime fee entirely, although the fees were set to increase. And now Unity is here to kick off what it hopes to be a new and improved era for the company with the release of Unity 6, which hopefully makes game making even better for people, because Unity was used in a lot of games out there, because not everybody wanted to spend extra money on the Unreal Engine or Source or anything like that. Sometimes they wanted to use Unity because it was the best, cheapest, easiest option to make games with. And yeah, and hopefully the company does better. Hopefully they continue. Oh, and also mobile games, because Unity claims that more than 70% of the top mobile games in the world are also built on Unity. So they got a lot of catching up. They got a lot of getting the future brighter again. And they're saying that they're kind of here forever. As long as people are making games, we're going to be here helping them. So hopefully they make some sort of profits. Hopefully they got something else in the works to make their company profitable. Because, Unreal does. Other people do. They got to do something, hopefully they learn their lessons. Hopefully the company's good, because, a lot of games I played were built on Unity, and I liked those games, Kept things cheaper. Plus, there's competition. There's a game engine out there that's competition for everything else. That's what you need in the industries. More competition. Got to keep that competition, because if they fell off, then it's just Unreal and like a Steam. I don't know how many people use the Source engine from Steam or whatever, or any other game engines out there, but not many left. There's mostly like Unity and theirs, or anybody, big giant company that likes to use their own game engines like EA and stuff like that, And a lot of the people, they have their big game engines all are transferring to Unreal and stuff like that, because they don't want to use their own game engines anymore, because it's harder to develop and get people on board to make the games for, like Microsoft and the Halo engine, which they dropped for Unreal. So it's tough times in the game engine world there. And everybody's more into the Unity and the Unreal Engine, And if if Unity went away and it was just Unreal, yeah, it would be some tough times for a lot of people. Tough times. Because then it would just be way less competition. Epic could do whatever they want. They could up prices. They could do whatever, because they'd be the monopoly of that, and maybe make the software crappier. I don't know. Think about it. And in final game news, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 sells 4.5 million copies in just over a month. They're very happy about it. Saber Interactive developed action game is set in the game's workshop's grimdark science fiction universe, and already broken records upon its launch on September 9th, becoming the most played Warhammer 40,000 or Warhammer video game ever released on Steam. The huge peak concurrent player counts. Now, a little over a month after launch, Space Marine 2 has hit 4.5 million players. Let's see here. Nothing more that I got to talk about that, but hey, good on you Saber Interactive, and good on you Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. I saw a lot of game footage of that, watching other people play that. It looked pretty cool. I'm not gonna buy it myself, at least not, right away. Or like I said, there's always that good old Game Pass down the road. I know I'm one of those people, but never know. But good on them. Good on this game being really big as it is. You know, very, very happy about that. They should be proud of that. Any game developer should be proud if their game sells a ton of copies and does remarkably well for them. Well, that was the last game news story, and that is the end of the show, folks. Like I said, a bit earlier, even though it's almost at 2 hours, but hey, I got there pretty good. That's pretty good. Good timing for this podcast, nice and shortish. So I want to tell everybody thank you for listening or viewing. You can email me at oldfreakygamer@gmail.com. You can tweet or direct message me on Twitter at OldFreakyGamer, which is my handle. Visit my YouTube channel. Just go to search OldFreakyGamer on YouTube. You could also go to oldfreakygamer.com for all my videos, podcasts, and more. And I do live streams on Fridays, live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This upcoming one will be another Game On with the Expanse, Part 2, which I'll definitely be doing a few more episodes. I don't know if I'll complete it, but I'll do a few more episodes of the Expanse because I'm having a ball of a time doing that. We'll see if that continues with a third episode of that or if I just finish it off in a Let's Play or something. But been having a lot of fun with that game. And then I'm also going to play more Super Mario Party Jamboree. Like I said, I'm trying to get some other gaming in so I can, that's why one of those reasons why I'm trying to end this podcast early today so I can get in some extra gaming time to record some other games for the Spook Game Fest next week. Not this week, but next week on Halloween Day for you guys. And yeah, we'll see you in the future for, like I said, if my friend The Truth wants to play some Super Mario Party, and we'll do another video, multiplayer video of that. And so much more, because there's so many games to play and having fun playing them. So anywho, folks, thanks once again. We're done here. We're done. This podcast is now game over. So everybody, like always, and if I get this right here, is this it? Nope. That's actually my new game news story. I should have used that. I keep forgetting I have that, but here we go. So everybody, until next time, I'm Mr. Mike. This has been the GamezAttack podcast. Saying game on, game hard, world conquest. I'm pushing this gaming button. This show is now game over. So everybody, peace.
Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Step up. Don't be
That's a good game.
Enjoy your gaming.